on their faces is so pure because they have no idea.
All their FGC friends gassing them up.
I know, right?
This is what Sakurai intended, honestly. This is the joy.
Sakurai didn't intend for Sonics to time out DD, or DD time out Sonics, and then Sonics raging.
I was there live. I saw that.
Yeah, you were.
I only showed up on Sunday of SmashCon, and I showed up like 10 minutes before that set happened, and it was the first thing I saw. I was
horrified.
Wobbles.
Anyway, we got Wobbles, also known as Senorita Awesome, according to the start.gg. And we got Pac-Man versus Roy. Weird little matchup, the Straw Hat kid characters, I'm just going to say it.
So, FGC, it'll be interesting to see like how being FGC players affects their, all right, a little mistake, just a little, I like the idea.
A little mistake. Oh,
if Pac-Man was actually down there, it definitely would have killed.
Oh, of course, but like, why?
Yeah.
Almost getting a chain grab, not brawl though.
I think.
I don't even know how to commentate this.
So I guess the main differences between like an FGC game, or I guess in my opinion, like so I spend a lot of time at Donato's Fight Night. I'm one of the TOs there sometimes. They run a lot of like fighting games, and while Smash usually has the most entrants, there's like a lot of people there, and so there's a lot of like mixing of cultures. And when I talk to them, the main thing they say is different between Smash is like positioning is significantly more important here.
Yeah. Positioning in like Street Fighter or whatnot is kind of like, it's less complicated because there's just a lot less to deal with.
Yeah.
And this is an oversimplification. Look how much there is.
This is an oversimplification, but you really just have wall behind you and not wall behind you.
Yeah.
And then if you're in like an arena fighter or like a
arena fighters are like weird
2.5, like a Tekken fighter, then like it gets a little bit more complicated, but like
think like Guilty Gear, I guess.
Yeah.
Guilty Gear kind of breaks the walls and whatnot, but like I think it's
basically still a wall. It's just like you just don't get like chained on walls. Like
that's why I like Guilty Gear, honestly. But
Guilty Gear.
Yeah. What?
I just need to get Guilty Gear. It looks like fun.
It looks very fun. I want to get into it.
Oh, a hard call. Getting nearly the right call, just missing that space on that wall.
Yeah.
There's a good amount of wind up once you release the charge before it actually comes out, and just barely missing that timing.
I'm not going to say Smash Brothers is more complicated than FGC games, but it's a lot more to handle, I'd say, starting off at least.
I think saying it's more complicated isn't really an overstatement. I think like I don't like a lot of the depth. I feel like
FGC
games
both have their own depths, and I feel like both of them play those depths well.
I think like
they're different enough.
It's a more fair comparison to say like Smash versus like every FGC game, because like a lot of people don't really stick to just one. It's like a greater community than that. There's like only a few games. Like Guilty Gear has a very devoted fan base, and to an extent, whenever there's a good Street Fighter, which there hasn't really been for a while, you have mostly just Street Fighter players. But.
Yeah. Oh, they are having the time of their life.
Pac-Man squeaking out pretty dominantly, I think. A good amount of control over that game, over the pacing. I think a better use of...
Okay, ban that guy. We got to ban that guy?
I just said, I mean, there usually hasn't been one. I'm speaking now as the exception, which is why like people are playing it. I don't know if I phrased it right, but I do believe Street Fighter 6 is a good Street Fighter game.
6 is phenomenal. My PC crashes every time I try to run it, so...
And to be fair, I don't know a lot. I just heard a lot of people don't like Street Fighter 5, and that Street Fighter 4 and before that were a bit of a disappointment.
I heard 5 was kind of like finicky. But I heard Street Fighter 6, and watching it a lot is it looks pretty fun.
Yeah, I grew up playing a lot of Street Fighter 2. And I had a lot of fun with that, but like I never really competed in it. Here was Madcap. Please enlighten me. Tell me the consensus on the Street Fighter games. We're getting a paragraph.
Oh boy. You want to time him out before he can type it?
Street 4, 4, and 3 are beloved.
I was right about 5 though.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't have been like really. That would have been like the time before I would have played it, like when I was a kid, and also like before I had exposure to mass media to understand what other people thought about it. And Street Fighter 2 is just huge. You know, like every all the great fighting games, they all have like rough patches. Like Mortal Kombat, I think consensus is that the new Mortal Kombat is pretty good.
Yeah. I've never been really a big fan of Mortal Kombat. It's just been kind of like, I don't get the consensus on it. Like, sure, it's a good fighting game, but I'm not even like one to say like, oh, the blood's unnecessary. I just don't see the reason in it.
I think
like it's cool, don't get me wrong, and I'm not like afraid of blood or anything. It just feels over the top sometimes.
I think like there's a little too much like time where you're just watching cutscenes like that with like the X-rays and the
Exactly.
the fatalities.
Like the X-rays were kind of funny, like when first starting off, but like they need to tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, I think I understand like the whole like violence part is part of their brand, but I think like they have a lot of really cool character designs.
Yeah.
Part of me, like the reason I don't want to play Street Fighter is that it feels like it's too honest, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like there aren't enough gimmicks. And I know like there's annoying characters to fight, but like when
Like
you look
what's
at
his name?
Mortal Kombat,
The long arm guy.
his name is Daoism.
Ah, yes. I'm a big
That was who I actually played in Street Fighter 2.
really. I'm a big Jamie fan.
And then, yeah, you have JP as well. And then, you know, in like Guilty Gear, you have like, I think Guilty Gear has a lot more diverse characters and a lot more extreme polarization.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's just because I have a high tolerance for that from playing Ultimate.
Oh yeah, Guilty Gear has like a lot of like trick characters, like Faust. Faust is just like, bro, Game & Watch on drugs.
That's, yeah.
Game & Watch on drugs, and then you got Sin.
Got
who-
Happy Chaos. Too.
I know, Sin is just like Roy. Happy Chaos, Leffen. What is, I don't,
All right, so
let's actually talk about the game.
yeah, we'll talk a little bit. That was a crazy stock there.
Manny
the
kind of
Roy
looking
getting-
surprised there.
Yeah, I mean the Byleth's doing better than the Roy was. I like the switch here. It seems like
Honestly, I think the big thing that's helping right now is not SDing at like 5. Like sure, Byleth can do it down air off stage, but most of the time you're not gonna fast fall that, unless like you don't know what you're doing. But
I will say I think these players have definitely like played Smash before.
oh yeah, obviously they both obviously are not like mashing buttons like the average like 5-year-old would.
Like to be honest, this Byleth looks like a Byleth. You're getting a lot of nairs.
Back airs.
Yeah, that like
And doing good patience too. Not really working out in the exact way they wanted though.
the Pac-Man player used to play in locals. All right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm getting that. I'm getting that vibe.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh,
Good
call out on the
that
up
landing.
smash. Oh, gonna be getting a tech chase.
Interesting.
Oh, never mind. Actually punishing the dash attack, you never see that, like, ever.
We need to see a stock soon because Pac-Man is pretty slippery and can be difficult to kill.
Yeah. But it's also
well-
the other way, too. Like, if you know how to fight against Pac-Man Bell, his kill options are very limited. Like, he just throws out F smashes and it kind of works sometimes. Oh, catching the roll in. Is he going to throw Hydrant? No. Okay.
Pac-Man's the king of the nickel and dime.
Oh, wait, is he smart? I think he dies anyway.
No, I think he's... Oh, I think he could have made it if he...
Nah, he was dead. He was... Pac-Man ledge grab is actually pretty small.
The,
Oh! Doing the gritty on him.
I mean, this is... I would not be
I would say
taunting
this
right
is
now
an
with-
even game.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's over.
That was an excellent call.
Go
out, catching
down.
that jump. That was bold. If that up B connected, which it could have snapped. That
It very much could have.
actually no, it wouldn't have because it would have.
Well, if it had Pac-Man, he was dead there.
No, he wasn't because it wouldn't have spiked. He wasn't a high enough percent for it to spike.
It
would've
still
just been,
sends down.
I thought it like sent.
Byleth had rage, too.
Potentially.